This Amish mother drowned her 4-year-old because she thought she was supposed to give him to God.
I gave him to God.
You gave him to God?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy, but he is real. And he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you.
This is an extremely sad case. It's also very recent and still ongoing. 40-year-old Ruth Miller, her husband Marcus, and their 4 children were a part of an Amish community in Ohio. At some point, both Ruth and Marcus both allegedly developed spiritual psychosis and religious delusions. They believed that God was speaking directly to them and that God was commanding them to prove their faith. On August 23rd, 2025, so not that long ago, 911 got a call that a woman drove a golf cart into a lake with at least 3 other people on board. Responding officers at first were hoping that this was just an accident, that someone accidentally drove this golf cart into the lake, but there were a lot of witnesses that were reporting that this woman was driving this golf cart very erratically, very dangerously. At one point, she was driving the golf cart on only 2 wheels and also at one point flipped the golf cart. When officers arrived at the scene at Atwood Lake, they met Ruth Miller, who told them that she threw her 4-year-old son Vincent into the lake because she had to give him to God. She also had some other tragic info for the officers. Here's that clip now.
I gave him to God.
You gave him to God?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy, but he is real. And he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you. And I doubted him. I doubted him so many times. But I am to tell you, he is coming soon. He is coming very soon. Prepare your hearts. The end is close. And I'm for sure supposed to tell you that he does love you. Okay?
Ma'am, can you explain to me what happened? Who did you throw in the water?
I gave my son to God.
Your son?
Yes.
Where's your husband?
He went for a walk this morning.
And you haven't seen him
He
since?
didn't ever come back. And we went to the boat and his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake and a fish swallowed him. And you're actually supposed to go look for him in the bottom of the lake. And you will find the fish. And you will find my husband. And then you will believe. But ye of your little faith that did not believe before seeing.
Okay.
So send people down to the bottom of the lake looking for a fish that has my husband.
How old's your son that's in the lake?
4. He's sweet. I love him. I gave him to God.
Okay. 7940 Central. We're out with the mother. She is advising that she threw her 4-year-old son in the lake to give him to God.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
Yes.
There's no fish large enough on an Atwood to swallow your husband.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
Okay.
I thought your husband went for a walk.
Yeah, and then we came to the boat, and his clothes were laying on the boat.
Okay.
Tan pants and cream shirt and flip-flops.
Well, we really need to verify your husband's still with us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he's actually just go out in the bottom of the lake.
Well, I can't go in the bottom of the lake. So
Do you have scuba divers?
Yeah, we're gonna have to call divers in to go to the bottom of the lake.
Please do.
And you're saying
Get the best ones there are, because this is a miracle from God, and you will see. You will see.
You're saying your 4-year-old son's down there too?
He's with God.
Where's his body at?
Yes, you heard that right. Not only did Ruth say that her 4-year-old son was at the bottom of the lake, but that her husband was also at the bottom of the lake in a fish. So he's like Jonah from the Bible. Ruth and Marcus had both been having these religious delusions, believing that God wanted them to prove their faith. Hours earlier, both Ruth and Marcus were down by the lake trying to complete these tasks that they thought that God was giving them. Allegedly, Marcus was not happy with how he did in these tasks, and he walked back down to the lake and he never came back. Around 8 a.m., Ruth brought her 4-year-old son Vincent down to the dock and she threw him in the water. And then later that day, Ruth loaded her twin 18-year-old sons and her 15-year-old daughter onto a golf cart and drove them all into the lake, attempting to allegedly kill all of her children and use them as religious offerings. In body cam footage, Ruth genuinely seems like she believes what she's saying. At one point, she's praying for the paramedics. She's asking God to give them all a sign that what she's saying is true because she can tell that everyone doesn't believe her.
I'm gonna go somewhere where it's not too hard on my knee.
What?
So your knee won't hurt you. Please trust me.
Okay.
It won't hurt you.
Okay.
It won't hurt you. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. God, please show this woman that it is true. But I'm telling you, people are doubting me. They are getting harder for me to stay strong. Please show her that it is true what I'm telling you. That there is a fish in the bottom of the lake.
Tragically, divers did find the body of 4-year-old Vincent in the lake. The body of Ruth's husband, 45-year-old Marcus, was also found in the water the next day. He was not in a fish. And Ruth Miller has been arrested and she's been charged with 7 different charges. Those charges are murder, aggravated murder, and felony assault for the death of her son. She was also charged with child endangerment for driving her 15-year-old daughter into the lake, and also 3 counts of DV for driving all 3 of her children into the lake. And I'm honestly shocked that she wasn't charged with attempted murder. The church that Ruth and her husband belonged to, the Old Order Amish Church, have since released a statement saying that they blame Ruth and Marcus's actions on mental illness and are adamant that their beliefs do not align with their church's beliefs or their religious preachings. Ruth has pled not guilty by reason of insanity and bail has been denied. She will have her next court hearing next Monday on October 6th. And I will be sure to keep you guys updated, so make sure that you're following along. We have a mental health crisis in this country, and I feel like there's been such a rise in religious psychosis and delusions. Now more than ever, I think it's so important to really look out for each other, and if you see something, say something. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. While you're there, please let me know what case you want to see me cover next. Thank you to everyone that suggested that I cover this case, and I will see you guys all next time on my next video. Please be a good person to your fellow person.